Welcome back, and now we're going to do the wrap for today's game, starting from 13s in the final today, and it's the preliminary final. Losers are out for the season, back next year. Bannockburn versus Inverleigh in 13s, Bellpost Hill versus North Geelong in the 15s. North Geelong versus Bellpost Hill in the 17s. In D grade, we have North Geelong again playing Inverleigh. In C grade, Werribee playing North Geelong. And in B grade, it's Bannockburn versus Belmont. And the game of the day, which is the A grade game, which we really want to talk about, is the Thomson versus Bannockburn game.
A rematch, ladies.
What a ripper this is going to be. Now, I think last time we had Thomson defeated Bannockburn, didn't we, girls?
We did.
And after last week's round with Bannockburn having a great win, I think they're going to step up a peak or two.
Have to agree. I think Bannockburn are going to come through with the goods today. If Thomson play probably as badly as what they did last week, if they played like they did 2 weeks ago, I think they'll really give it to Bannockburn. What do you think? But there were some different combinations, weren't there? Go.
You get used to it, Michelle. You're just going to butt in.
Look, after I did watch Thomson versus Werribee match last week, and Thomson took a while to get started, and I don't know what it was. I know that they had a bit of a nervous wait at the start because their B grade last week went into a double overtime, and they took a long time to get started, very unsettled. Their attack end really struggled, which surprised me, which is normally quite so strong, their attack end, but a lot of unforced errors, a lot of throwing into the goalers, like just trying to force it in.
What do you think that was, Michelle? Was it a panic situation? Do you think they weren't settled from the start?
Was it the same combination as the week before with Erin Lang? Was she in
it
goals?
Was the same combination. Yep, it was the same combination as the week before. I'm pretty sure it was anyway.
Yep.
But I don't know I don't know. I think they had a really bad start. Werribee got on top of them, and then they just really struggled. They just couldn't find that space down there. Yep. There was no movement. To be honest, I think they did make changes throughout the game. Some ones that I probably wouldn't have agreed with.
Such as what?
Yep.
Well, for me, for example, Erin Lang wasn't having the greatest game in goal attack, but they took her out and put
a player.
Hang on.
Yep. What's her name?
The
other young goaler. The young goaler.
She's from the B grade.
From their B grade side. So they
Ali.
Paid her in Melody. Melody, I don't think was having the best game. I actually probably would have taken Melody off and put two moving goalers through there.
Erin moves that ball so well.
And that's what I mean. Even if she's not having the best game in goal as a goal or whatever, her feeding and her movement of that ball, I think, is just too strong to sort of take her out of there. Melody wasn't having a good game at all. She was struggling against Amanda Wilson. So I would have maybe tried a different combination in having a couple of running players rather than somebody that holds.
But then I suppose, I suppose the thing that you've got to weigh up, and Millie would have thought about this, like, it's the fact that if you took Mel off, there goes your height, there goes your strength, and you bring in a smaller player. I mean, you're looking at Amanda Wilson, for goodness sake, and that defence in Werribee, you've got to try and conquer over those two. I mean, it's fair enough that you say you want to get your two younger, like two smaller, two agile players who can move the ball really good. But at the end of the day, you've got to get rebounds if you miss them. And you're coming up against tools like that, how's that going to happen?
Well,
but what about...
I don't know.
But I was saying,
what is that?
We were just saying that the feeding, though, wasn't working either. So by having a tall player in there, it didn't matter because the feeding wasn't actually working.
And they were trying to actually put it up to her a lot when it wasn't working. Like time and time again, they tried.
Was it getting intercepted?
They were just getting into. Or Melody's hands were very soft over the weekend, and she wasn't actually taking that ball in.
Was SJ in centre?
SJ was in centre. She played always a freaking fantastic matchup. Fantastic matchup against her and Nicole Stewart. I love watching those two play against each other. A little bit of argy-bargy, all in the sport of the game, I guess, or spirit of the game. But look, they just had nothing to throw to down in that attack end.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, so that was right from the week before. No, so now they come up again. Now they come up against Bannockburn.
They do.
Now, another great team that we know, and we know that they're going to bounce back from last week. They didn't have the greatest game last week. But in saying that, like, they did beat North Geelong, but the week before, I think they played Thomson. They didn't have a great game. So in saying that, what are your thoughts on that then? Like, do you think
Well-
of the team, do you think of the defenders that they've got too? Is Mel going to struggle with them too? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, what do they do? Do they use the same combination? Do they go into the same team?
I think
What
a lot
do
of
you do?
it's because it's Werribee. I mean, Werribee are
They're very
a powerhouse
intimidating.
and they're intimidating.
They're intimidating.
So you're
Right.
telling me before those girls walk onto the court, it's in their head already. Oh my
Definitely.
God, it's Werribee.
I do
Oh my
think
God,
that.
oh my God.
I think that. I do.
Perceived pressure.
Perceived pressure, so our producer says. Perceived pressure, my butt.
I do.
Look,
I think that does play a part in it. Wouldn't you agree?
Look, I don't.
To some extent, I
As
think
a player myself, I don't. I.
they used to
don't-
with me.
I
I've
don't.
played
Like, you know.
against
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
believe that with you, Kelly. Look, bottom line is when you come up with teams like Werribee who have been undefeated for nearly 4 years, I think the thing is with teams got to get onto that court when they come across these players and go quarter by quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they miss a ball, they get intercepted. What they've got to do is change their process, their thought process, and say, right, I'm going to get the next intercept. This is how I'm going to get that next ball, and not going to lose it. So they've got to look towards that next pass, that next goal, that next defence line. They cannot say, they can't get it in their thought process. Oh my God, I stuffed that up. Oh
Yeah.
my God, how am I going to do?
Well, you do. You've got
You
to
know,
just keep working.
That is exactly right. You
Gotta
know, and when
keep
things
working.
aren't going for you, you've got to rise above that thought process, and you've got to get beyond it, and
Yeah.
you've got to still move forward without actually being negative. And that's the hard thing, and I think that's the thing with Werribee. Everyone knows how great they are,
They're
and they're
professional,
great teams.
aren't they?
And they
Yeah.
are, yes, Carly, they're very professional. But in a team like Bannockburn, they're just as good. So, you know, it's going to be a great game today, no matter who is. But as you say, after last week's game with Thompson,
Well,
you
that's
know,
what I mean,
it's going
like,
to have a
is
profound effect on them if they've got it mentally in
Is
their
it
head.
is it going to be one of those things where they bounce back from it like really eager and really keen
Yeah.
and they've worked on things during the week, or are they going? Banno have come off a win. Are they going to be coming off a high and be like, well, you know what, we
Absolutely.
can
I've
do
got
this
no
now.
doubt about that.
Yep. And is their key defender going to be back as well? I mean, that's going to play a part in Thompson's
Yes.
game as well. Their goalkeeper, Lauren. So we don't.
I think
know.
time will tell. Well, it
don't
is that
know.
time of the show, girls. I want tips.
who are we voting?
Who are we going for?
Look,
Michelle,
look,
go.
I'm going to tip Banno, but only because I selected them right from the very start of the season. And
Oh, that's a
think-
cop-out.
Yeah,
Carly.
Look, I think. I think Bannockburn, if they can play their own game and play as a team, and if Justine can be that loud voice on the court, if they all play for each other, I think regardless of whether Thompson play as hard as they did the week but prior, I think Bannockburn will be a little bit
Yeah.
stronger for Thompson.
Yeah. Look, I totally agree with you both. I think Bannockburn will come out victors today. I mean, it will be a great game. It'll be great to see them match up on these two
Big
teams.
coaching day, a huge
Big
coaching
coaching
day because
day.
the changes they've all been making.
Yeah,
last few
and the
weeks.
thing is, like, as we said, Thompson has got mentally
yeah.
drained from last weekend, obviously playing Werribee. Is that going to take an effect on them? And Bannockburn having that big win and the loss before to Thompson, is that going to have a great effect on them to come forward and surge and win? You know, that's the thing. That's going to be a key today, I think. And I think Bannockburn will get the thought process over on
who
Tomo.
can settle their nerves?
Who can? I think
Absolutely.
it start
From
well.
the get-go.
Start well. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, listen, girls, thank you. Second last show. Thank you. Thank you for
no
coming in.
worries.
Good luck to everyone today. Good luck to all the teams playing the prelim today, and play a great game. Good luck to the umpires. Have a great game. Spectators, get down there, enjoy, and we'll see you all next week.